give you a look at what it looks like to take the African threading down, I recently made a video taking down MG3's threaded braids, and it was somewhat of a disaster. I think a lot of it has to do with her texture and how long I left it in. What basically happened was that her hair is fuzzy, so some of her hair tried to slip even out of the thread. The mistake I think I made was maybe I wound the hair around the base a little too many times, and so we had a few hairs caught that way. And so even though I think MG2's hair still looks pretty good, I mean, I'd leave it in for another week. I'm afraid that we'll run into some of the same problems I ran into with MG3. So I'm going to take her hair down early. It really hasn't been that long. I think her hair has been like this for a little over a week. So maybe 2 weeks? Has it been 2 weeks yet? Do you know? You don't know. She really doesn't care. So since I braided the braid, we're going to pan around so you can see the back. Since I decided to not leave her hair loose because the thread kept coming undone when it was down, I braided the braid, the ponytail that I created. So even though I think I could see where it is, I don't want to rip any hair out, so I'm going to use my comb to try to take it out and see what happens until I see a loose braid very clearly. I can see which one is a threaded braid. Okay, and I think that's it right now. Okay. Now, her hair texture is very different. She doesn't have coils that are quite as loose as MG3. And her hair holds a style very well. She doesn't get a whole lot of fuzz very quickly. And even when her hair does fuzz up, it's compact. So she can wear a style for a long time, and this would have gone longer. So I'm kind of maybe jumping the gun a little bit. And I find the end with no problem. And her hair is not wrapping around the thread like so far. And the thread is so close in color to her hair that sometimes I don't see it. What, Mocha baby? You got something to say to the class? He took your milk away from you. You want to show everybody her milk bath? She's making a milk bath out over there. As you can see, it's taking me much longer than it takes. Girls love your curls to do this, but I learned with MG3 that it's better for me to do it this way, and I don't snag any hair this way. So I still think this is pretty quick for taking down a style. Make sure I only have thread. Yes, Mocha baby. Hmm? Okay, so this came out with no problem whatsoever. No snagging, nothing. And here's a thread. There's no hair hanging off of it or anything. And I could probably even use this again. And let's look at the hair. The hair feels nice and soft. I like that about the threading. MG3's hair felt really nice too. And take it out of the cornrow. She's wet her hair in this style. I mean, soaking wet. I think she dunked her head under the shower, or I think it was the bath. It was floating. She didn't realize how long her hair was in the back, and she was just floating in the bath with it. So so the concern that I had before about swimming, I guess as long as the thread doesn't slip out, it doesn't cause any extra matting. All right, so she doesn't have as much of a stretch anymore because, as I said, she got her hair wet. But let's see how it does on the tangle. I'm going to spritz it a little bit with some plain water. I don't want to get it soaking wet, but I just don't like to brush dry hair. Is it cold? Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's see what this does with the tangle teaser. Oh yeah. There's like no resistance whatsoever, so the threading has kept her hair detangled. Great. Okay, so basically I still like it. I still think it's a good method. I plan to tweak it a little bit for MG3. I don't think I'll do individually threaded sections for her again. I do think I want to try a combo style with her. My next style I hope to do with her maybe is a cornrowed ponytail, and maybe I'll thread the ends and see how that does. And I'll pin it up from the beginning and see how her hair does. And also with her, I'm seeing that I can't leave it in quite as long. I think this daughter would have been okay if I had left it in one more time. Yes, Mocha baby. Okay, she's the boss. As you can see, her hair has gotten very fuzzy. I took the rubber band down, and in order to start taking her braid apart, I had to pry the ends loose with a pin because her hair is really coily and curly, and it had started to wrap around each other. It's only been a week, but this is my fuzzy wuzzy, so I expected that to happen. Alright, so let's see how the threading goes. You see the end, so I'm try to, well, it came right out. I was afraid that it would get caught in her shed hairs, but it really hasn't. Her hair is really curly, and I do see it wrapping around the thread a little bit, but not anything that makes it impossible to take it out.